Easier for me to do a video. Here's a bunch of baby morning glories. And here's all my cool plants. This right here is a ruby rubber plant. So it's pink and green. It's really pretty, isn't it? And then I got, that is maidenhair. This is going to be chamomile. Those back there are catnip. That's my Chinese money tree or bush or plant. This is a moya. And it's starting to go down here like that. And then I have this weird thing and some mammoth dill and some weeds. And then I have this one and it's flowering. I don't even know what it is. It's really pretty though. And then that's catnip. And then back there I planted that in the ground. And then I planted that in the ground. And then I planted that in the ground. And way back there you can see the purple. Yeah. And this right here is a Norfolk pine. And this is peppermint. Not quite sure what this is, but it's pretty. And there's one of my ferns I've had for a few years. There's a spider plant I made. My beautiful little area. This is my 5-year-old fern that Nyota almost killed the first year I had it. But it came back, you know. And then this one's got so many babies coming up. I just put her in a big old new pot. And this one back here has two different kinds of plants in it. This kind, it's kind of like a Thai plant. And that kind, which I have more of. And then there's this one, which is, can't think of the name of the plant. And then this great big thing coming out of there. I have a couple of those. And then back here, this used to be a palm. I have a bunch of that growing out of it. And some pothos growing out of it. I don't know if the palm's going to come back. And then this is just this wild plant. I don't know what it is. There's a new start coming out of it. But it'll have this big old cone red flower later this summer. And this is my mother flapjack plant. It flowered and had babies. And has bugs. Another palm down in here. Right next to my gigantic... Oh, look! Pretty. And my big split leaf philodendron, I believe is what it is. It's not a monstera. I believe this is the philodendron. And this one is a philodendron also, not a split leaf. But there's my little area back here, looking from this angle before the sun blares it all out. There's my bedroom window. Right here I'm making a fairy circle, and I'm going to take the spike right there and I'm going to paint it the same color as the house, red, white, and blue. And put baskets on the front and back and put plants in it, and then put a big plant underneath of it, and that's going to be my fairy circle, so I don't have to cut grass right there. And here's my well, right by my front door. And this is where I decided to put my cactuses. This right here is asparagus cactus. It'll get long and droopy. Those are the Christmas cactus and Easter cactus, regular old prickly pines. And then I got some stuff in there. I want to put something in here, but I don't know what to put in here because I'll never get it back out again. Maybe I'll hang something from in there. Then here's my front door, and I've got all this on it. All these rocks I put here. This is a large leaf periwinkle, and I just love this rock. I don't know why, I just do. And this one here too. All these rocks are here, right here. And I planted little tiny. I put all my sunflowers are in here. You can't tell because of some of the weeds, but some are coming up. I just watered. I know I saw some, but I planted like 1,000 sunflower seeds there, so hopefully they'll grow. They look really cool. Up here, this is a Swiss cheese monstera, right there. Isn't she pretty? And that is one of those peperomias. This one right here. And I can't. That looks like a pothos. I can't see it from here. Oh, and then there's a string of hearts and a couple more pothos, and this weird sucker here. And this is a small leaf philodendron, even though it looks like a pothos, it's not. And then all these are like in jars and stuff, so they're all growing out of water, most of them at least. And I got a bunch of stuff in there. Oh, and look at this. This is my moonflower plant this year, and look at all the babies that are coming up. Yeah. And it's gonna grow all the way up. And then here's my sign, and I mean this shit. And then then back there, sky above, earth below, place within, peace within. Let's see if you can see those. Spoiled cats and their staff live here. Beware of black cat on duty. I got that down there. And I got that sitting there for now. Some more plant pothos and my jars. I got another Boston. This is my new Boston fern I got this year. And over there's my storage area. So, oh. There's that pointing up. Yay. This is called an Esperanza. My neighbor Rosie told me, isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then I've got 2 lantanas over here. And let's see, let's go around the side. So over here in the bare spots, I've been putting, when birdseed gets too wet or something, because we had some major storms, I've been spreading it out and growing it. So I got grass growing there. I put my bench here in front of that to make it look a little bit more, you know, better, more better. But, and all these are doing fabulously. They get the perfect amount of light from all angles. So this is gonna look great by the end of summer. This is my Bolivian Jew. Got a morning glory growing out of it, but this thing is just going nuts. I've trimmed it all the way down like 3 different times since I've had it. I've only had it like 2 years maybe. And this is a Chinese evergreen, and apparently it's the best and prettiest and biggest one anyone's ever seen. And this would cost like 80 bucks at a garden store. So this over here is called a moon plant, and my string of bananas. Those things are so hard to grow, I swear, but they're still growing. And then over here on this tree, oh, but then there's grass. There's grass everywhere. Right here, I've been growing grass all through here. That bright green shade of grass right there, that's all new because of me. So in here, I put those. Those are the dark red, almost purplish lilies. And you see all these little plants popping up with those little balls in the middle. Those are all zinnias around the tree there. And then on this swap of area, I have marigolds coming up. Like, there's some marigolds. There's a couple marigolds. They're all popping up around here. And then on the very outside, I have what's called dark opal basil. So I have them going all the way around the outside of the circle. So that's going on there. Come over here to my path, and then we look this way, right? So this area over here is the first area I set up because that plant right there was my big Thai plant that was in my kitchen. So I cut the top of the tallest one off, and it's got growing new nubs. Let me show you, it's cool. And this plant, all the pothos coming out, this is what was all over my kitchen ceiling at the last place. But as you can see, it goes all the way up in the tree. It goes all the way around and around, and that pothos is separate. It's not even attached, as you can see. But check this out. New nubbins on my Thai plant. Like 6 of them coming out, man. I love it. Back here I planted something, I don't remember. I think it was pumpkins, but they're not coming up yet. But like over here, there was one of my new ones that I had cut off. And this was one of my new ones I had cut off. And now it's growing. And I put this big old this branch here is a vine, a grapevine. And it was dead and whatnot, and this lady gave it to me, so I thought I'd put it to prop plants up on. And my pothos is just going up the tree like they're supposed to in the wild anyway. All these plants right here, once I get my shade cloth or a roof on my back porch, they're all going to go on my back porch because they could get full sun. But I just have them sitting there for now. And then there's all my new grass, and there's my path. I still have to set in the stones. And over here, I made that a couple years ago. This is my bird of paradise. I've just got this right here is a mesquite, I believe. Is it mesquite or is it? Man, I can never remember the name of it. This is a cat palm. It's just going crazy. This one right here started off, it got chewed off at my dad's 4 years ago. And I put it in water and rooted it, and then it grew into this big tree. It's taller than me now. And here is my other money tree that was my tallest money tree. but it fell over in the big storms, and in the wild they do that anyway, so I'm just letting it be for now, and then eventually I'll cut it like right through here because I've got all this new tree coming up. And this is that one plant that I couldn't think of the name of. It has all the curly leaves and the colors and stuff. And then more flapjack plants, another mother-in-law tongue plant that it bloomed. It bloomed this year. It was cool. And then this down here is another peperomia, blah blah. Another cat palm. And that one right there has been struggling its whole life. I just can't make it grow very well for some reason. And then over here, plant some more grass seed down here, but I did this a couple days later, so, well, you know, bird seed, same thing. Here's another one of those plants. There's another Norfolk pine. These are my lemon trees. There's another one of those plants. And this one, that one came on my mom's funeral plant. This one here is that, but it's really pretty. And then this right here is a castor bean plant, and those things can get 10 feet tall as long as you take them in the winter. So I'm going to do that. And over here I planted, like I said earlier, I planted some stuff. I don't know what I planted here, so therefore I don't know if it's coming up. I'm just trying to help, you know, for one, Mother Earth likes to be covered, and for two, it helps the cooling effect, and for three, I just like to grow things. But anyway, I could walk all the way around my house now and not see my landlords. It's so cool. I love it.